Right, I went last night and got some bluegill. Had a hard time getting them, but I got probably about 7 or 8. And I went over here to the bridge and only caught one decent size shad and then some little ones. So I basically got 3 baits in shad, and then I'll have, quite a few in the bluegill. So that's what we got today, and that's what we're gonna fish with. Last week I went to a new spot, and because I found it, I wanted to sit there on it based on avionics. And I got in there probably around 10:30ish or so, and fished till about 1:30 and caught about 9 fish. I didn't show all of them, but because the other ones were kind of small. So I considered that a pretty good outing for that spot. So here again on this same spot, it's what I like to do is called fact checking my spots. So I'll come to it. If I have a good session on it, I will repeat on it, and if I have a good session again on it, then I'll think, well, okay, there's something about this spot that's decent. It's not just here and there. So I've had a lot of times where I went to a spot, caught fish, went back, didn't catch fish again for again. So but then I've went to spots where I've caught fish and I catch them every time I go. So those are the spots I'm looking for. One of the reasons I like this one is that I caught a mix of decent sized fish. I had a 16 and a 10 or a 9 and an 8, and so I had a few decent ones, and there's nothing to say that a 40-50 pounder won't drift through here. So we're gonna give it its fact check and see how it goes. This fish got some backbone. Got my net out. This fish was just barely whisker hooked. I got lucky. He put up a good fight out there a little bit. I thought he was a little bigger than this, but still a good fish, around 7 or so. Not too bad for the old skunk buster. It's been on a while. Whoa, don't get in my rope over there. Don't get in my rope. That little 3 to 4 pounder. Guess we can call that a double, kinda. Just caught that last one here on this bluegill body. I'm going to put a bluegill head in place of that shad head. I've only got a shad tail on one side and those 4 little thread fins on the other side, and I'm not even sure I have them because it got hit a minute ago. We're going to check it though. Whatever hit it got 2 of them. I had 4 on there. Looks like one of these is about to come off. Get that through there. All right, it's 9:36. I got baited in at 9:15, so that's about 21 minutes or so, and caught 2 fish so far. So not too bad a start. I was just tightening up my string, tightening up the line, and he just barrels down on it. Good to see they're biting on the bluegill. Just trying to get my breakfast out. I'm gonna have me some beanie weenies and some barbecue Vienna sausages here. And saw my line just a little loose. Didn't think much of it because it's been a little loose anyway. So I tightened it up and poof, down it goes. All right, that's 3 in a fairly short time. No surprise I caught this dink on those 2 little shad. But we're out of shad now. Might hang on to him for bait. I'm gonna replace that shad now that I don't have with another bluegill head. I think we're hooked up. Good eater. I think I got that fish off of a bluegill head. I'm gonna put a bluegill body out. Right, I've now been here an hour, actually an hour and 15 minutes. And I think that's number 5. All right, so far on this second time being on this exact spot, I'm impressed. I've caught 5. I've had some other action, you know, whether it's gar, missed fish, and I've only been here about an hour and 15 minutes. So That's not bad. We'll see how it keeps going here. Still looking for a big fish though. Caught that fish on I think a head, so I'm gonna put this body chunk out there, and I kind of cut the gut sack out of it. Of course, that piece is gonna go. I better cut that off, or it'll go flinging somewhere, maybe in my boat. Oop. You know, when you sit out here in the wind, your lines, you know, kind of get pushed by the waves and stuff like that, and it gets a little slack here and there, and then it gets pushed a little more. Well, just now I was noticing my line was tightening up. I hadn't seen a real bend on the rod yet, but I could see that line going, tightening up and getting ready to go that way. Sure enough, I reeled down on him. He was going to move with it a long ways that way. So not an exciting, not a side, you know, not a good fish, but an exciting catch. I know he's not very big, but he's got some good fight. I like it when they stay down and fight a little bit. You know, he's not real big, but he put up a good fight. That's kind of what I like to see. They don't have to be real big, as long as they don't just sit there and get all tangled up and you're just dragging them in. He actually fought for a while. He's probably a good 7-8 pound fish. This is my last bluegill head. I've got a body, and then I'm gonna be done. It's 11:31 now, and I think I baited in at 9:15, so that's about 2 hours and a quarter. And I think that's, what, 7? This lunchtime break is brought to you by the makers of tortillas, ham, turkey, Swiss cheese, and mustard. that was out of the blue. Not too shabby. Not fighting worth a darn, but not too bad. Got that 5 or 6 pound range. They'll just catch you out of the blue. It's been a while since I had a bite. I think around 12, 20, 15 or somewhere was when I caught the last one. It's around 120 now, so it's been a good hour. So I may hang in here till 2 o'clock if I can keep catching something, but if not, I'll probably hood out because that wind's supposed to pick up pretty bad in the afternoon to evening. Plus, I'm gonna be out of bait. After reviewing the video, I had caught 12 fish. I had baited in at 9:15 and pulled lines at about 1:45. All in all, so far I'm pleased with this spot. You can certainly bet I'll be coming back and giving it another fact check. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be